Hello, good evening. Hi everyone, welcome to Arcade Europe. I've changed the name now to Arcade Europe because I'm leaving Poland soon and moving to another country, but that's a topic for another video. So, today we're talking about 6 things that will happen to you when you live abroad for too long, okay? So, if you relate to those things, let me know in the comments below. If I forgot something, if you'd like to, let me know and maybe I should add something to it. The next video, also give me a shout. So the first thing that I would like to say is that when you live too long in a country that's not your country, abroad, you tend to start to forget words for your mother tongue. This is the first thing I've noticed, okay? So you start to forget words in your mother tongue, and that's a bit strange, but what can you do? That happens, unfortunately. So I guess that's as a sign that you are learning a new language. For me, it's always been like, now that I'm married to a Brazilian, we speak Portuguese at home, so it's a bit easier. But still, she's from another state, and São Paulo has a different way of speaking, different words, sometimes for different things, and the same object will have 2 different words. So I'm from Minas Gerais, she's from São Paulo. So when we got married, it was funny because I was looking sometimes for my belt, for my trousers, and we say in one way in Minas Gerais, they say another way in São Paulo. It's a mess. But when I came here, I started to adapt the words of her language, let's say, for her Portuguese in her state. So I tend to forget my own. So when I call my mother sometimes, I start to realize the things I forgot. So this is one of the things I noticed, okay? What is the second thing? The second thing is the cultural conflicts. You start to embrace and accept and change with this new culture that you're immersed in this new country, right? So when you meet people from your country, sometimes you feel a bit like a foreigner because you forget things. I can give you an example about Brazilian culture. In Brazil, at least in my state, in Minas Gerais, when we're eating, we have to offer. Before even we start to eat, you have to say, are you served? Would you like to eat? Você está servido? Would you like something? Whatever you're eating, is a biscuit, anything. It can be just one biscuit. You have only one. Would you like it? If they accept, that's it. You have nothing to eat. But that's culture, right? It doesn't have to make sense. But I've been here in Poland for 7 years, so in the beginning I used to do it, but I felt that people was thinking a bit strange. Why is he offering me this? And sometimes not very common, but there are things they do accept. It depends on type of food, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So yes, so then I stopped. So when I met with Brazilians here, we're having lunch, they come and we're in the kitchen and I sit down and then I'm about to start and then they come and sit and then they say, oh, you'll be served, but I already started. So it's just a bit different now. It feels a bit different now. So I can see a lot of things that I've changed. So this is one of the 2 things that I noticed. The third thing is also related to food, changing your eating habits. After some time, maybe in the beginning you struggle to find the ingredients to your own dishes and from your country. It depends, which country you're from. I know some countries are very, very, how can I say, proud of their foods. Like I know some Indian friends, man, they would not eat anything else. They're just, especially also Brazilians. I noticed that Brazilians really like to eat Brazilian food no matter where they are. So they will go after those beans, they go after those specific rice, and they will go after anything they can to make sure that they are, eating Brazilian food, whatever they are. I'm just trying to find here the live video, so just in case somebody's writing, because I didn't see any comments, but I see a lot of people watching. Anyway, so that is definitely the second thing that I noticed, that we changed the eating habits, start eating, for us in Poland, pierogi, żurek, different things. My son is actually very, very Polish. he doesn't like our food. He doesn't like Brazilian food, even though sometimes we don't do it a lot, but he doesn't like it. So I actually discovered by accident, because he's being raised since 1 year and 2 months the whole day in the kindergarten, the Polish kindergarten. So when he comes home to our Brazilian home, sometimes we do Brazilian things. Not often, but sometimes. And our cuisine at home is a bit mix of everything. There's no like a specific country. And he never wanted to eat our dinner. So I thought it's because he ate a lot there. So maybe that is okay. But after a few months, one day he got sick, and then I had already ordered the food. I forgot to cancel it in the kindergarten, so I just went there, brought the food at home, and then he ate the whole day. And then it was dinner. I brought the food out of the fridge, warmed it up, and he ate everything. I was like, all right, so he likes Polish food then. So I need to actually start cooking Polish food for him, and that's what we did. We started to make soups, because in Brazilian cuisine we don't have a lot of soups, almost zero. You only have soups when you're really sick. So, so that's one of the points. It was kind of funny. The fourth thing that I noticed when you live abroad for too long is that you change as a person. I don't really know if it's because we're also getting older. Like I came here, I was I think 29, I think, or 28. Now I'm 35. So it's been quite a long time. So we're also maturing as people. You know, I became a father, a husband, and so on. But I noticed as well that learning the Polish language, seeing things in the Polish perspective, also working and being immersed in the culture, it's actually opened my eyes for different things, things that I didn't see before. Yeah, so I guess this is one of the things that has changed me as a person. And I guess it's a good thing. And I don't know if you have a choice to not to change. I don't know if people can. Let me know what you think. Can you stop and not change at all, or just hold on to your own culture and to your own things, and nothing of this will happen to you? How do you deal with it? I've noticed some British presenters, TV presenters, that go to America, and I found that fascinating. Like they live in America for 10 years, 12, 15, and they still have their British accent intact. It's like they never lived in America. It's unbelievable. The fifth thing is that you learn a new culture, right? If you are in a new country, it happens. You cannot. I mean, unless you're like a very short period of time. But even if you're for 6 months, you will learn something different, something new. For example, in Poland, I noticed that if you enter into a place, there's like a gathering of people. For example, you go into a clinic for a health check, right? When you walk into the clinic, there will be a lot of people. If you don't say, good morning, good afternoon, it's not bad. At least that's what I felt. But if you leave and you don't say do widzenia, it's like see you later, that it's seen a bit rude. Normally everyone do that when they are leaving. Even if they never said anything when they walked in, when they leave, it's like we're best friends. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. And the sixth thing is that reverse culture shock. The moment that you stayed for over 6 months into a place, that's what I noticed. If you go back to your country, that it's really difficult. You get this cultural shock, and it's very strange because it's a feeling that you don't belong anywhere. You go back to your home country, and then suddenly things are different. Things are different because you changed, and then you don't accept certain things, you don't like certain things anymore. Certain things upset you, certain things that didn't upset you, but maybe now they make you laugh. Like I remember for many years away, first time I went abroad, I went to the UK, stayed for 5 years and a half. When I went back to Brazil, I remember certain, slangs that I haven't heard for many, many years. I heard them again for the first time. It made me laugh, and people look at me like I'm some sort of stupid guy. So this also changed, but also for the fact that if you go to a supermarket, they don't give you the full change. Like there's like 10 cents or 15, 20 cents. In Brazil, we are okay. We know that we're not going to get that back, or maybe the cashier will give me sweets. I remember she gave me sweets, and I was so mad. I was like, I'm not buying sweets. I want my money back. And also, I remember, signaling for the bus driver. to stop, and he simply ignored or forgot or didn't see the light when it shows when you ring the button for the bus to stop. It shows a light in his dashboard there, but I don't know. He didn't see. I don't know what. I had to walk like a kilometer back home, and I was so hungry. And I noticed that I was getting so angry with everything that I was like, oh my God, I need to get out of here. I can't stay here. And I managed to get out. I left and I came to Poland. I stayed for 2 years only in Brazil. I couldn't take it anymore. So yeah, I guess this is what happened. So these are the 6 things I noticed that happened to me once I lived abroad for too long. So what is your views? Like, what do you think? Did it happen to you? Did some of these 6 things happen to you or not? Do you think you should add something else? What is your experience? Let me know in the comments below, guys. So nice talking to you, and have a good evening, and do widzenia. Bye for now.